Hello friends, till now we have discussed about the primary services provided by the advertising agencies. After listening to the primary services, now I think that you are more interested to go more in depth with the advertising agency. So let us see the further part of this. The further part starts with what are the different types of advertising agencies which are available, and then what services these the advertising agency gives to the clients. The first type of advertising agency is called as full service agency. Full service agency means the name itself suggests that it provides the complete service to the clients. So what type of complete service? Now again, see the range of services whatever is offered by this advertising agency include the following. The first one is copywriting. So what is this copywriting? Now copywriting is normally one of the way in which the presentation or representation of this particular ad is done. For example, spice and ice, value and variety, concepts, like that. Normally see there are certain the things which should add value to the respective products, and also normally we can find that it will catch the eye of the respective customers. For catching the eye, effective the effective copywriting is necessary. So the one part that is very important. When you copyright, normally you should know that normally what has to come in the top, what has to come in the middle, and what has to come in the main copy of the advertisement. In the top, normally heading comes. In between, subhead comes, and then normally see the major part of the advertisement is included in the body copy. This one side. Second one is artwork. Artwork is normally see the just making understand normally see the what is the customer's product and how to make it more effective. How to again see how to make this particular services better. For example, normally see the understanding the perception of the people there. Normally see the, for example, thanda matlab Coca-Cola, which means that when you think of cold drink, it should be Coca-Cola. Okay. The second thing is normally when you look at Pepsi company ad is also very effective now. So Pepsi says that normally see the kuch tufani karenge, which means that normally see the when you drink Pepsi you will get so much energy that normally you can again run over the oceans or fly over the oceans. So that is one side. So this is one side. So this all these things are art. So how to build a tagline, and then how to develop a message, and when this message as well as the product both correlate one another, and how to develop this particular advertisements. These things are arts. Okay, so this one side. So this has to become in the case of creative arts or artwork. Third thing is production of ads. So when you at the time of production of the ads, normally see the respective specialist role is very important. Like normally see the copywriter, tagline writer, and then normally see the those people who develop this particular ad, and normally see the combine this ad with the proper media. Like say normally see the so for suppose when consultancy gives and job consultancy gives an ad, normally can say their tagline itself say that whether it is good or not. For example, in one of the consultancy, I have seen that they write the tagline as opportunity calling, which means that there is a good opportunity and that opportunity is calling you. So that is one side. In the case of services also, we can find that normally it's very clear that normally what this advertisement tagline say that. So in LIC, normally we can find it is clearly written, Zindagi ke saath bhi, Zindagi ke baad bhi. Or in the same LIC, I have also seen one more thing. See, LIC hai to kahin aur kyun jaye, which means that when LIC is there, why is that we have to go elsewhere? See, this shows two things. One is service of LIC is very good, and second thing is customers' confidence as well as belief with the LIC is very good. LIC is there, which means that LIC itself will take care. Why is that we have to go elsewhere? Their service is good, and then their products and services are also very good. They settle the claims on time. So when such things are there, the client is 100% confident about this. Okay, this one side. So this requires normally see the art of production. This one side. Next one is media planning. Planning normally see the which media is suitable for which ad. That is very important. So on the basis of that, normally again we have to again give the advertisement. For example, in the case of food products, the suitable media is television ads. And in the case of normally when you are looking out for something else, so say for example, when you are looking out for people, or when you are looking out for product, or when you are looking out for a space where you can build a factory, print media is suitable. When you are looking out for some people who are normally an expert, print media as well as normally your television media, both are suitable in this case. So in such case, this requires a media planning. So this one side. And then media planning should be done effectively, and it should be done on time. So whenever there is a requirement, you should make it more and more popular. So that it should be made in the right time there. Then next one is service related to pricing the product. So at what price we have to sell that? See, pricing decision becomes more important, because when you sell the product underpriced, people will suspect. So there is a suspicion in the market. There are chances that people may not buy the products and services. They may feel that it is cheaper. or when you overprice also, sometimes normally people don't buy here. Why? Because people are highly price conscious. A little bit of small price change will have an impact in the market. The impact can be negative also. That's why pricing should be right, suitable to the market conditions and suitable to the propensity of spending of the customers. That we have to keep in mind. Then second thing is the distribution. In which area, normally in which mode of distribution do you come across? Whether it is through distributors, whether it is through dealers, sub-dealers, agents or contractors, whatever it is. Depending on the market conditions, this has to be planned. Packaging. What type of packaging is suitable to the product there? And whether we are spending more on packaging, that recommendation has to be given by advertising agency itself. So whether, see, to presently the government is thinking of banning the plastics in the state as well as in the center, because it is causing pollution. So in such case, what is to be done is, now again, we have plastic free packaging is required. So that is also an art which has to be done by advertising agency. Cost of packaging has to be reduced, as well as the products packaging should look attractive enough, so that customer get positively influenced by looking at the first sight. First impression always is the best impression. That should not be destroyed. So this has to be kept in mind. Then product design the product in such a way that it should catch the eyes of the customer. That is important. See, presently when Britannia came out with the cakes, okay, veg cakes along with the biscuits, it was appearing very good, attractive, so that normally people cannot resist this. ITC also adopted the same strategy. Even we can find that new companies are also copying the same case in the market. So what is important is, we have to note the following things here. Pricing should be proper. Distribution should be planned well in advance. Packaging should be done according to the needs of the society, needs of the regulation and needs of the customer. Product design should be so proper that in the first sight itself, normally the customer should be more and more attractive towards the product itself. That is important. So these things one has to follow. When you look at normally the respective full service agency, the full service agency can take anybody's guidance. They can appoint any number of professionals. They can also appoint anyone, whoever they like. They can operate independently in the market. So these the agencies can take the contract of any kind of advertisements, whether it is the product based, the service based, or the trade based, whatever it is, or whether it's any advertisement relating to exhibitions, forums, or associations, or any of the party conferences, or any of the launches like product launch, book launch, release, other things. So such things can be taken into consideration when you look at advertising agency. To sum up, what I can say is, the first type of agency what we are studying is a full service agency. Full service agency means they provide complete services to the client. Whatever is the service customer needs, whatever he is in lookout for, that is provided by the full service agency. The full service agency has got a lot of scope in Indian economy because the markets are wider. Let me tell you one thing. Today, one thing to support my thought is, the amount which companies spend for advertising is 20 times higher than what they spend for market research. Let me repeat, it is 20:1 ratio. 20 times they spend more for advertising, they spend only 1 time for market research. So which means that there itself we can imagine how much scope is there for advertising agency, because 20:1, 100 rupees is there, 95 rupees is spent for whom? For the advertisement. 5 rupees is spent for what? Market research. Market research is less, advertising is more. Why? Because everybody wants fast sales, everybody wants wider publicity, everybody wants their product to be more aware, popular among the market people there. So in such case, to increase the popularity, what they do is they make sure that they appoint a full service agency, whoever are specialized. So the major emphasis should be given for their specialization. The major emphasis also should be given for hiring the right human capital, and then using more technological resources, and then making use of technology to make sure that more number of people are aware about this, and more number of people try for this, and the client gets the better business in the market. Okay, thank you very much.